Good morning, Hercules. Very wet and soggy outside, although it's going to be boiling next week apparently. Our next and final poetry blast is rhyming couplets. So rhyming couplets are two lines that rhyme together. They're usually about the same sort of length and usually have the same sort of syllables in. But don't worry, you can have a look at that if you like, but really have a go at trying to make them similar in length and have a rhyme at the end. So this is with your pack today, and it says, a couplet is a pair of lines. These lines typically rhyme together. They're also the same length due to the same number of syllables present. Couplets are used in poetry in order to create a rhyming flow. Have a go. Right, I'd really like you to think about the rhyming rather than the syllables, but if you can do both, that's brilliant. I asked you to think about food, your favourite food. I've done one. Then they don't tend to be particularly long rhyming couplet poems because obviously it's quite tricky. So I've got 4 rhyming couplets in mind. You could do more. I wouldn't do any less than 3 though. And I started thinking again about what words I could use and what words would rhyme with each other, and had a little think. So mine, surprisingly enough, is about cake, everybody. So here we go. Collections of cake. I love nothing more than cake. The smell, the taste, the bake. Chocolate, vanilla, cherry, carrot, coffee, strawberry. Any flavour or taste will do, big or small or covered in goo. So now you know my favourite thing. Eating cake makes my heart sing. So chance to be a bit silly and funny in this one. It doesn't have to be about food. I just knew that cake would have some good rhyme. I could get some good rhyming words out of that. Things like sausages might be a bit trickier. But I also asked you to have a look at runes, and that I was going to ask you a question in runes that you would know the answer to if you had watched the BBC Bite Size videos. Okay, so here's my question. I'm going to hold it up for a nice long time so that you can freeze or pause the video and work out what the answer is. Now, some of you might already know this without having watched the videos. If you're a big history fan or a horrible history fan, I've used the runes on the sheets that are on the website because sometimes they differ, because the Vikings weren't very good spellers. They made a lot of it up. So how I might have spelt hill, you might have spelt it differently, and it varied around the country. So they were a bit cheeky and changed things a lot. So I would just use the runes that are on the worksheet, because you might find on another website the runes might be slightly different. So you can see there's quite a few letters there that are the same. That will help you. Okay. Have a super weekend, everybody, and I will see you next week for more story writing using a film I'm sure you've all probably seen, a little Pixar short as our inspiration. Okay, take care, have lots of fun this weekend, even in the rain. Bye. Right, I just got one more to do. I'm doing a reading one as well, and then I'll be finished, okay? I won't be long.